Hey, welcome back to another update of my dividend investing portfolio. So if you're new to the channel, I'm a Canadian investor and I'm just documenting my process as an investor for the last 10 months or so, buying and selling mostly dividend paying stocks on the Toronto Stock Exchange using Wealthsimple Trade as my trading platform. And I use Wealthsimple Trade because there's no trading fees. And as you'll see in this video, I'm often putting through quite small deposits and purchases. Like I'm only going to spend about $250 in this video. And if I was paying $10 per trade or something, that would just smash me percentage-wise, and that's something I don't want to do. But looking at the portfolio, we can see that I'm up $2,400 in total, and basically I'm sitting at a stock value of around $45,500, so that puts me up about 5.62%. And the whole portfolio on average, is yielding 4.27%. So that's great. For like every $100 that's in the account, I'm going to get about $4.27 per year paid out to me in dividends, on top of whatever hopeful gains I get in the stock price too. And so this is just cash that goes into the brokerage account, and I'm able to reinvest that and get a sort of compounding interest effect as I reinvest it into more and more dividend paying stocks. But basically that rate times the amount of stock value that I have means that I'm looking at about $1,937 per year in totally passive income, and it's tax-free because it's in my tax-free savings account. So that also works out to around $161 per month. And the reason why none of these are at $161 yet is because I just doubled my portfolio about a week ago. I dropped in almost half of the value, and mostly into real estate, as you can see here. So yeah, that's why we haven't seen those yet, but coming up in the next couple months, we'll definitely see some numbers around this. But quick pause. Because did you know that Wealthsimple Cash is offering $25 right now for signing up? That's all you have to do is just drop in your email address and create a password. And in about 2 minutes, once you register, you'll be able to get $25, and so will I. And then what you can do is you can turn around and invite your friends and get $25 for each friend that you refer. So it's actually a really quick way to, and really easy way to get a couple $100 right now, just for basically doing absolutely nothing. And just in case you're not familiar with what Wealthsimple Trade is, it's a peer-to-peer money sharing app. It's like the Venmo or PayPal.me of Canada, so you can kind of like split bills with your friends or buy something on Kijiji and that kind of thing. Just really easily send money to other people. If you are an existing Wealthsimple customer, you can actually just say I already have a login, and you'll just log in and just boom, you're just going to fill out like one legal form and you'll just get $25 credited to your account, and then the ability to invite your friends as well. So I definitely recommend checking it out. I've got a couple $100 in the last few days, just inviting my friends, and I definitely think it's a super easy thing. And this promotion won't last forever. Normally it's only $5 per referral, and right now it's $25. So definitely consider taking advantage of this while we have it. But back at the portfolio, we can take a quick look here in my actual different holdings that I have. I'll just talk about what I was looking for when I purchased stocks this week, actually this morning. One that I was definitely eyeing up for a little while was Bank of Nova Scotia. This actually makes up the smallest position in my entire account. I just had 3 shares here. I got in like right in the middle of the pandemic, so that was a great price of mine, and I went up 44% on it. But when I look here at the Spark line, they just have a great trajectory here. And an awesome yield, and they're not actually as like hyper inflated as some of the other banks. For example, if we can find them in here, maybe let's take a look at like TD. So when you look at TD's chart here, they are quite high. They're actually, they all have a nice trajectory here, but they're quite a bit higher than they were last year, and that's something that I'm trying to avoid right now because I know a lot of shares, a lot of stocks are doing that. Same with BMO. BMO is also quite a bit higher. Like it's just insane than their last couple of years. And so I'm looking at Scotiabank here, and I was thinking that, you know what, these guys haven't shot up just as high, and that's something that I'm cool with at this moment because I really wanted to add another bank stock. And so yeah, I did purchase one of these. And another one with a similar trajectory that I was looking at was Waste Connections. So I bought a share in Waste Connections earlier this week, and I was thinking, you know what, I want to buy another one because they have a very low yield. There's like basically nothing in the yield here, but their all-time growth, or even like their last 5-year growth, is just amazing. In the last 5 years, they're up 140%, and this is just a solid, boring growth company that I'm interested in holding more. And yeah, they're not like experiencing anything too ridiculous. This is a pretty big jump in the last month or so, but they have quite a lot of big jumps going on, and I'm hoping that it'll continue. And then I had a little bit of money left in my account, and so I just wanted to get in on this little AQN dip that we're experiencing here. So they've been suffering in the last little month, and I think I had enough to buy like 2 shares, so I just dropped in a little bit here. And again, we're at this pre-pandemic level, which is a price point that I'm a little bit comfortable with joining in on. And they've got a pretty good yield as well, and a nice solid future, hopefully, and for them. So let's just jump quickly into Wealthsimple Trade, which is the broker that I use. And like I said, this is a zero trading fee broker, so definitely worth checking out. There's a link in the description below along with the Wealthsimple Cash link. And actually, if you sign up for a Wealthsimple Trade account, you'll get $10, and with Wealthsimple Cash, you'll get 25. So you can just get 35, like boom, just like that, and then have a pretty solid trading platform, and also a way to send cash to your friends and get some invites for some more money. But yeah, when we're in here looking at maybe at the activity, we can just see the last 3 trades that I made. So here was the one for Waste Connections. I bought one at 147, and another one here for Bank of Nova Scotia at 179. No, sorry, at 79, and then 2 in here of AQN at 1884. And let's just quickly rip through these. Just so if you're not familiar with these companies, then you can kind of get an idea of what they do. Like I was saying with Waste Connections, the last 5 years they're up 145%. That's ridiculous. That's quite nice. Anyways, you can get some of the market details here, and if you just want to pause, you can just see here that they're just like a municipal solid waste service company. I'm pretty sure everyone here is going to be familiar with Bank of Nova Scotia, but we can just come in here again, see the same thing going on here, nothing too crazy going on. And you can just pause here on their market details. You see the nice yield here, and yeah, basically they're just one of the big banks in Canada. And then the last one was AQN. If you're not familiar with this company, we can also come down here, get a quick look here. They're yielding over 4%. Some of their other market details, and you can just see here they're a big utility company, and they have a pretty decent sized renewable energy group. So let's jump back into the spreadsheet, and I just want to log each of these transactions in my transactions page. So what I would just come down here, I would record the exact numbers that we just saw in Wealthsimple Trade. I used market buys, and so I just have to go back in and double check exactly what I got, which is what we just saw on the other screen. And once these are in, then I typically just come back to the summary page and just take a quick look here to see what has changed. And at the beginning we were sitting at $1,937, but we're now up to $1,943. So that's an increase in about $6 per year in passive income, which, you know, is pretty small, yes, but I didn't just buy these stocks purely for the passive income from the dividends, but also some of the potential for growth in the stock price as well as the dividend growth too, because often these dividends will generally increase over time, especially with these companies. So yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And before you go, make sure you definitely do check out that link to Wealthsimple Cash. It's in the description below. You can get $25 and then also invite more of your friends and get $25 for each friend that signs up. It's super easy, and I definitely recommend checking them out. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.